Yes, we are. How they do, the boys? Let's go to the streamer dashboard. Right, let's see what's popping on with this YouTube chat, wherever it's at. Hello, Coco, how are you, my man? How's things, bro? How is things holding up for you, man? I'll just make that a bit smaller. Sorry, guys, I'm just fiddling around with a couple of things, but I hope you guys are all good. Hope you're all good. But it's not light on it here, actually. It's a bit of a weird one right now. Right, cool, sweet. There we go. Bright lights. Coco, how are you doing today, my man? All good? Let me get the pop out chat. Here's your pop out. Let me pop out that chat. Oh, cool. Right. Need to get the YouTube stuff going now as well. Where's YouTube at? Cool. Need to update the fact that we're playing Explain 11. Update information. There we go. Guys, we're nearly at a good old... there we go. We're nearly sat at... not receiving enough. Okay, well... There we go. Hopefully that should improve slightly now. Well, good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, man. I'm good. I'm good. Good to hear you doing well as well, as always. Hopefully today will be a good stream. Oh, I need to open Fly Live. That would always be beneficial, which is now connected. So today we are doing a flight from EPRZ to EGKK actually. We're back on 2E and 9654. Okay, cool. But that is now updated. That should be updated there. Alright, let me just get a few things set up, boys. Just while we sort a few little things out, as I would say. What about that chance?
Guys, Toledo's on board.
Who the hell is Toledo? I see that thing coming on, like, who the hell is it? I don't get it. Right, I'm just trying to sort a couple of things out, boys, and then we are all good to go. 1 second. I still need to actually set something up. There we go, cool. Right, sorted. Hopefully this will I'll be okay. Right, how is things looking on the stream? How is things looking on the stream for everyone? Hopefully it's all good. Right, we'll put a lot up there. Cool. Is YouTube buffering for you guys? Please let me know if YouTube is buffering. It should not be buffering for the life of it, but never mind. Hopefully that's all better. I don't know why it's doing this. Bit rate seems to be really like up and down right now. It's really annoying. Coolios, never mind. Got a lot of suggestions for you if you want to fly with default scenery. It will look real. Interesting, bro. Let me know. Right, I actually need to do a sim brief. Documents. So while we're doing this, let's grab SimBrief. Guys, I just want to let you guys know as well that for some reason, by the looks of things, the bit rate has been quite slow coming in. Hopefully it looks right for you. I'm not too sure, obviously, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it looks okay. Yeah, the bit rate's being a bit strange. Hydra, how you doing? Thank you for liking the stream, man. Thank you for liking the stream. Oh, we're just going to create a new flight quickly. Oh, we minimize all of that. It's okay now. Okay, sweet. Right, airline TUI 9654, and we're departing. So we're doing EPRZ to EGKK today. Oh yeah, guys, if you can have the Twitch page open as well, that'd be amazing. Just mute it on the side. It just helps me get my average viewership up, which means I become a Twitch affiliate. So if you can watch on Twitch as well as YouTube, I'd very much appreciate that. Just have one-on-one and then meet the other sort of thing. So, Richard, how you doing, man? How are you, bro? Hope you're doing well. So apparently he wants us to take off on runway 27. Okay. We might be able to use this little tab thing. Where is it? So we're going to be coming out here, we'll turn around left, go all the way down there, and take off time. Okay, okay. Pretty straightforward, that's fine. Richard, how are you, my man? You all good? Right, cool. So we're going to generate that OFP. Yep, happy days. That looks good to me. And then what we'll do, if everything works, Coco, I've used your idea, by the way. I'll show you in a minute. So if we go to here quickly. Thank you. Oh. I think it's already outputted to it. Callum, how you doing, man? Richard, I am good. How are you? How are you, Richard? I am good. Hey, Callum, how are you, man? I think that's been called, right, let's try this, shall we? So over to FMC, like I said, yeah, you can call me Cohen if you want, that's right. Cohen, I'll just call you Cohen then. Sweet. Cohen. That's a pretty sick name actually, I like that. Right, so let's go EPRZ. Never normally tell people that you are a streamer I can trust. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you can trust me. I am very, very glad you can trust me because it means a lot to me, man. Richard said, I got the flight factor A350 yesterday. What do you think to it? What do you think to it? So look, Cohen, I've just done your idea, man. Good to hear that you're doing great as well, man. It's always very nice and beneficial. Your average aviator, how are you, my man? Jalal Belushi 123, how you doing, man? How you doing, bro? Your average aviator, how you doing, bro? What airline are we to? We are TUI. We're flying on the TUI. TUI 9654 today, as always. We like to be. Go. Let's go to our berth. Cool. Ah. Sweet. Is that what it's saying our flight altitude is? Interesting. Okay. Let's do that then. To a cost index of 20, very interesting. N1 limit, yeah. Cool, take off. Flaps will be set to 5, unless it's a short runway. Speeds are average, aren't they? Excellent. I've got it, never usually used it though. I've got quite a nice image actually I took from it. Right, cool. So legs. Got to check what departure. So we're going off on. Oh, we haven't even got a Sid here apparently. Huh, interesting. Pretty good. Just lost a friend over a Minecraft house. Otherwise, oh dear, were you guys battling out? I'm guessing. Otherwise, how am I? I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a pretty chilled out day. We've done some stuff. I got to take out my RS for a spin for the first time in ages. Right, I don't know what's going on. I've got basically some new internet. I'm trying to figure out what's connected. It shouldn't be doing it. The bit rate just at the moment seems to be a bit up and down since we changed over. So I will look into it. I really hope you guys can just kind of deal with it for this stream. Hopefully it'll be alright for you guys. I know it's a pain. We will get through it. It's just annoying because just swapped over internet. So the internet usage is like bouncing up and down. I burnt it down because it's big. I built it anyway. Lewis, thank you for liking the stream, man. Always appreciated. In Discord. I'm just doing a fighting stream today, Jalal, bro. Otherwise, at another point in time, then definitely. I do apologise if the stream is slightly laggy. I really hope it's just going to sort itself out because it's being a bit of a pain. How is it for you guys now? How is it now? Just looking at what. Jalal Belushi, thank you very much for following, bro. Appreciate that very, very much. Right, let's quickly go and get the sim brief. So we're coming in on the Conan, apparently. Seems good, sweet. As long as it's good for you guys, that's always a beneficial thing. Right, so we're coming in on, I think it was 08 right, isn't it? ILS 08 right. And it wants us to come in on the Conan, which clearly isn't here. 1G. I haven't got that. I haven't got that at all. Joining in all the way from my lavatory. Yes, Chris. How you doing, bro? Going over to YouTube, James. No worries, Lewis. No worries, bro. Right, well, I don't know what that is, so... The kind of 1G. What did the kind of 1G used to be? Okay. It's just being a massive pain. I'm going to deselect that. We'll literally... Let's just say we're coming on timber, and then we'll do a timber approach, timber 1C, that'll be... Probably got flight plan discontinuity there. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, we can deal with that. Can you wait a sec? I'll be flying with you. He's got stuff of his game. I was in the shower last year. There you go. You heard it, Chris. You heard it. Average AV was in the shower last time, bro. Wagwan G. How you doing, Lewis? How you doing? JJ, do you have the Flight Factory 350? Yes, I do, but I've never really flown it. Got it ages ago. Probably should fly it. It'd be beneficial, wouldn't it? Funnily enough, we don't actually have a departure from here, so I think other than that, we're all good to go. So, yes. Let's, let's get everything else set up, so I'll chuck it out of that. Yeah, that'll be fasten seatbelt signs set to auto. Yeah. I think we're good. Cool. Let's welcome. Hey guys, for you guys that know this, do you know which audio it is for the not visual effects, not that. Audio features. I'm trying to remember what it is. What? I'm trying to look basically. There's a thing here and I can't remember where it is. It might be in this. No, it allows you to select what general config is this one? I can't remember where it is, where you can select the different things, displays and variants. No, that's not it. Does anyone know where to do that? Where you get to select the which aircraft it is. Oh, is it PA? Oh, here we go. PA settings. I think we're on 13.
2E fly. German.
Okay.
3. 1. 2. 3. 4. United. 1. United. 2. Southwest 1. Southwest 2.
Huh.
American Airlines 1. American Airlines 2. Delta 1. Ryanair.
Ryanair.
Ryanair 2. 2E fly. German.
I don't want to fly German.
German. United. Ryanair. Ryanair.
Okay.
2.
We'll just leave it like that, okay? Do you have the flight factor? Yes, yes I do, man. Yes I do. Right, cool. I think we're good to go, yeah? We can pretty much request... actually, I'll tell you what, I need to go to one other place, turn this on. Cool, there we go. What is that, the middle one? And straight up to 37,200 feet, so all good. Right. So what are you guys estimating this flight length to take? Hopefully it's not too long. I don't want it to be too long. But other than that, I think we're good to go. Better push back. Let's pre-plan our push. Because we want to go this way. Wow, that's quite a long push out, isn't it? Let's go there.
Alright, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
I am ready.
Great news, Captain, your tow's coming.
This guy sounds like a legend. Oh crap, wrong one. Let's do the PA system.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. On
There we
behalf
go.
of all the crew, welcome on board this flight. We expect to be departing on schedule today, and weather en route is looking pretty smooth.
There we go.
Shortly, the cabin crew will be showing you a safety demonstration. This is for your safety and for those around
Well,
you. so
hopefully
please
the
do not
connection
follow
is
the
a bit more
Once again,
fixated
you're very
now.
welcome on
Thank
board.
God. The YouTube is completely laggy, is it? Flying over Scotland by any chance? No, I'm not flying over Scotland, Chris. Unfortunately not. I'm flying from Poland to the good old London Gatwick.
Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Another question. Do you have the flight factor A350? Yes, I do have the flight factor A350, bro. I do. Right, just disconnected YouTube. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. Hope. Just going to turn around over here, boys. Elias, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. And then Tweaky, thank you for following, man. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. We're on the path to the affiliate on Twitch, so we're getting there, boys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Wow, you were only just starting to push back. It's better now. Sweet. Yeah, I just disconnected it and reconnected it. For some reason, my upload speed was like bouncing stupidly. Hopefully, it's better for you guys now. Yeah, it's solid. So hopefully, it's sorted for you all.
Approaching 27.
Probably should have set flaps earlier. There we go. Right, let's just set the flaps now.
On runway 09.
Right, boys. So we're gonna taxi down here. Taxi down here, get to the end of the runway, turn back around, and we're just going to bomb it. I love the inside view, man. For me, this is like this has got to be my favourite view. Have I got the scenery for Gatwick? Yes, I do, bro. Yes, I do. So hopefully it'll be nice, especially alongside that all extra. Hopefully it'll look decent. Ooh. What an ETA, yeah. I just ran over the wire. Great. The numbers here were far down the wrong way. Strange turning point, isn't it, boys?
$100 remaining.
Right, we're going to do a rolling takeoff from this, boys, okay? Oh, look, wait, I forgot to actually turn my landing lights on. I literally just remembered as well, so...
On runway 27.
Alright, there we go, boys. Gucci Potter, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. How are you? Have a safe flight, thank you very much.
Secured. Have a good flight.
Right, boys and girls, time for takeoff. Let's get that 50% power, holding the brakes. Listen to it in the cockpit. Release brakes. Very nice. Good to hear you doing well, Gucci. Just going to quickly switch on
80 knots.
Interesting, right? Let me switch on V now.
V1, rotate.
I'm rotating. That was a very nice quick takeoff.
Positive rate.
You're up.
$400.
There you go. Happy days, boys. That was a nice, sharp, quick takeoff for us. And let's get them flaps up. Oh, look at that. It was a rocket climb, wasn't it? Steadies itself out. That's a bit of a strange takeoff, not gonna lie. Good to hear you doing well, man. How's your day been? How's your day been? Up to much? Right. That's a pretty decent takeoff, boys. Nothing really since this lockdown. Yeah, not been much to do really, has there, man? You've been playing outside in the garden, enjoying the sun. So you are now in Poland? Yes, we're just taking off from Poland and we'll be making our way back to the UK now. Fairly, lengthy flight, probably about 2 hours, but hopefully we can get on slightly quicker and yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. I've been getting the better default scenery and getting 30 frames. I was gobsmacked. That's insane, bro. This is fluid on my screen, but you guys probably can't see that. Cool. Right, that was all done. Happy days. We're just going to keep climbing. It's kind of a standard. The terrain runs out, but so it doesn't really matter too much. Probably for the best ones. What's the projector tape as well? Bad on my behalf. Climbing like a rocket, boys. Did you do your computer alone? Yes. Well, my dad helped me build it, but I bought everything and kind of built things I needed to do all by myself. So, thinking of upgrading the processor at some point in the near future. Selling my current one, maybe. I feel like my fish are gonna die. Not nice. See how it goes. Let's have a look at something quickly. Right, so boys, what is your, I've got a question for you, what is your go-to add-on at the moment? Like, what add-on do you use the most? Bills, thank you very much for liking the stream, man. Really appreciate that, brother. Nightlight in Europe, Vivid Sky Airport Environment HD for both. I use these the most, but most do the Tolis H321 H310. I need to get the Tolis ones. Max Hayes, thank you for liking the stream, bro. How you doing, man? What airport navigator do you use, mate? Saw it in the previous stream. It was like a map to show. Oh, yeah, I think it's called. It's just called this thing here. Airport VS. This thing. So I don't know what it's showing us now, but kind of, I think you can type in the, there you go. So you can get your charts and stuff if you want to, but it just shows you like information about the taxiways and the airport itself. But I wonder if I can turn it on now. It shows you while you're there. Whatever airport you're there is there. It's just called I think it's just called yeah, Airport VS. They are awesome with FPS. Might have to try it. Might have to try it. How you doing today, Max? Anyway, you all right? I'm trying to sit a bit closer, boys, like with my gaming chair. Because at the moment, I'm sitting quite upright, but usually my like my shoulders start hurting. You know, when you've been gaming for too long, and that's kind of what happens. I think it's a bit stuffy, horrible. Let me just check something as well. Going into the stream. There we go, right, so let's see how this goes. Want to see my screenshots? Wrong numbers, how you doing, bro? Yeah, still on the TUI, bro, you know how it is. There we go, look. Wrong numbers, how you doing, man? I'm back from Poland. Good to see you doing well, man. Want to see my screenshots in Discord? Yeah. Share them screenshots. Yeah, wrong numbers. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a bit of a chill day today. Just been chilling, but you know, we're back. I said I wasn't going to stream, but I thought to myself, I'm being too hard on myself, James. Just chill, play the games you enjoy playing. If people want to watch, they'll watch, and hopefully you guys will tune in. Gibraltar, the Boeing 737 is at the max. This is actually not the max, it's just the one with scimitars. Saturday is pretty uneventful, but yeah, there's not really much to do, is there, at the moment? These clouds look lovely, I'll tell you that. Right, let me just check. Coco, I like that picture you took of the BEA you told this one. Jet to Yorkshire. Did you put that Yorkshire on the side of the Jet 2? A350 looks alright. Could be a lot better though, couldn't it? Much better. Alright boys, I need some suggestions for tomorrow's sim. No, someone made it on X-Plane Organ, the A350 I got on was to Singapore 2 days ago, but I didn't put the latest one on. Ah, okay, no worries, I see. So. It's TUI British Airline. It was part of Thomson. Basically, TUI bought out Thomson. Thomson was British. TUI is German. So yeah, it's German airline. What is all your favourite airlines, boys? What is all your favourite airlines? Well, it is English now. They just merged my favourites to it. Yeah. Still climbing. Yeah, I'm not too long. Going up to 37,200 feet. So yeah, it's not too bad. And normally the British TUI call sign is still top. Yes, I completely agree. So which aircraft do you prefer on X-Plane, the Airbus or the Boeing, and what's the reason for your answer? On X-Plane I prefer the Boeing 737, just because I know how to fly it really. I know how to fly the Airbus on P3D, but obviously there's not many Airbuses that are compatible with it currently, so yes, it's well worth looking into. What about yours? What's your favourite? Yeah, boys, if you guys haven't, oh Jesus, Coco's getting rid of all his points. I might join him on it, but trying to win some more points. If you guys want to join in and follow me on Twitch, I'd massively appreciate that, because we are nearly at the point where I'm close to becoming an affiliate. So hopefully, if we can get more people viewing and following. That'd be massive for me and really helpful. So at the moment, Yeah, YouTube's just kind of a bit hit and miss, you know how it is, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to join that actually. Heist 100, I'm coming in, bro. Will I fly the Boeing 735 and the Boeing 777? So yeah, the Boeing. You know what I mean. You must enjoy them very, very much. Look at that sky there, boys. Looks insane. Do you have a real world weather on? Yes, I'm using the X-Plane real world weather. How accurate it is, I don't know. Not too sure. Really, really not too sure. Not too sure at all. What, my fish look well depressed. I've got a new fish tank, boys, so I'll tell you about it. I think I've told you all about it. Mehmet Mazin, how you doing, bro? Birmingham Airport. Birmingham Airport. Nice one. How you doing, Mehmet? Mehmet, how you doing, bro? Oh wow. Reverend Emmy, the weather is horrible in real world. Checked an Apple Watch. It is checked an Apple Watch whether it is accurate. Oh, okay. Crew of pirates and raiders.
1,000 to go.
Poisonous fog sends half the crew. Wow. So I got locked away, and Coco comes out with the 652. Fair enough. Ladies enjoying that, aren't you, Coco? Very much so. Very much so. Not fun. Not fun, bro. Lost all my points. Confirm your total flight time. Yeah, let me have a look. Oh, today's flight, yeah? 887 miles each. We're looking at about another 2 hours, maybe. Yeah, about 2 hours. So what I'll do is control T, boom. Hopefully it gets there quicker. Hopefully. It's nice though, doesn't it? It's lovely. Do you like my tip jar, boys? Hi, Mint. I think I pronounced your name right. Ooh. Ooh. Coco, do you have Twitch? Do you have Twitch? Hopefully you do. Oh, that's a strange choice. Right, we can also turn the do our level off.
Hello again from the flight deck, your captain speaking. We've just reached our cruise altitude and the seatbelt sign is now off. Feel free to move around the cabin, but we do ask if you are in your seat that you do keep your seatbelt loosely fastened in case we do experience any unexpected turbulence. Otherwise, invite you to sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
There we go. I do, but I only stream on YouTube. Oh, okay. It's interesting. Why do you only stream on YouTube? Why do you only watch streams on YouTube? Use as a bathroom. That was an interesting collab. Oh, lavatory stinks. Instagram @JJ_TV. One of the reasons why I love the Boeing is because of its wingless. I really love this view. It's an amazing view, isn't it? I love it to bits as well. It seems easier, and I also stream on YouTube. Oh, okay. It's weird, isn't it? The thing is with YouTube is that the YouTube streaming engine is good, but like they're nothing in comparison to like the interactivity that you get with like Twitch. If you get what I mean. And like it's good with Twitch because you can just primarily just stream, whereas on good old YouTube, people don't like becoming members and stuff. Christian says, so I stream on Twitch. Christian streams on Twitch. What games are you guys all looking forward to coming out this year? Check YouTube chat, that'll give some context. Where are you? I'm checking my YouTube chat, I can't see you anywhere. Oh yes, sorry, I keep forgetting. Sorry. I'm so used to calling you Coco. FS 2020, that is what you're looking forward to. I am also very much looking forward to that. Very, very much looking forward to that. Christian, I can't see YouTube chat. I can't see anything in the YouTube chat from you, bro. What's happened? Have you done something naughty? I feel like you possibly have. I can't see it anywhere, bro. Sorry, I keep... TUI Airlines. Interesting. Well, that's in the sea. Well, that is an auto. I'm also, I'm looking forward to FS 2020. I can't wait for it. Wrong number says, I wonder when the 738 is going to retire. When they get a fully working MAX, maybe? I don't know. Something that works properly. That makes sense. That's not what it is, isn't it? Let's look at some stuff here, actually, let's say. Cohen said that I hate the Max in real life, love it innocent. Yeah, that's quite normal. One member says if the 737 Max was still operating, then the 737 Legacy would probably have about another 20 to 30 years. Yeah, I think the aviation industry is going to look so strange in the upcoming years. Like, I just don't think any of us really know what's coming. Well, of course we don't know, but you know what I mean. It's going to be a bit of a strange one, just to kind of see where we go from here. Without the 737s in aviation would change a lot. 100%. Everyone would be buying Airbuses. I can't wait for the 797. What the hell is that? I've never even heard of it. I've heard about the 777, like whatever it's called. Have a look. Just flight traffic global for X-Plane 11 has been updated. Interesting. Boeing 797. Mid-sized plane, okay. Yeah, man, we just need to get a smart co-pilot or something. Go drink something, like water. Probably should. good. Go right now. Why do I need to go and get water right now? I'm having a hot chocolate soon. Don't make me cry. Matter. I'm trying to think of what our in-flight entertainment should be. Boys, what should our in-flight entertainment be? Should we watch some memes? Should we watch funny memes? I think we should watch some funny memes. You're gonna get dehydrated. Oh, I always get dehydrated, brother. I get really bad headaches as well, like from staring at the screen too much. It sucks, but it happens. It happens. Oh. The game DVR being a pain in the bum. My throat hurts when I dehydrate. God, these headphones actually annoy me, man. They hurt my ears. Maybe I should get some in-ear ones. That probably wouldn't hurt my ears. Much better. Do you have some somewhere? Maybe I should try them. Got the Beats in-ear headphones. Should I try them? Just at the moment, my head really hurts. It didn't hurt. Any anticipated add-ons coming up soon for you boys? Also, I'm going to have a quick browse on Cinema here, see if there's anything interesting that's coming up. Ooh, right. Sales. So far, it's a smooth flight. Bet you can do better in real life, yeah? I wish. It gives water bottle. Cheers, bro. Oi, boys, we've got some stuff on sale. For free. So Iron Sim are giving away Vanso Airport in P3D version 4 and FSX for free, boys. So if I was you, I'd get on there and add that to your cart. Add that to cart. Bloody well done. Explain. Sorry, did I miss anything? My dad was seeing what I wanted for tea. No, I don't think he did. I was just saying that we needed smart co-pilot to do stuff. Istanbul Now Airport. What? I really want the JAR 330. I could probably do one of them. LOL. Boys, what I really want to do is get what the hell is that? Oh. Jacko, thank you very much for liking the stream, bro. Istanbul Now Airport, Cyprus Larnaca. I do like Cyprus, nice place. Very nice place. Yeah, guys on Facebook, if you want to come over to our Twitch channel, then feel free. I will put a link in Twitch to the Twitch channel here for you. Hopefully it doesn't go nuts and probably play my stuff like it's going to anyway, but if you guys would like to. And here is a link to my Twitch channel. Come join. What plane are we flying tonight? Right, we are flying 737 Zebo. Tui. Good old Tui. A bad boy we're flying tonight. By the way, guys, on Facebook, I've literally just put in my Twitch chat. Well, my Twitch thing. If you want to come follow on Twitch, get a bit more of an interactive experience than you do on Facebook, then by all means, feel free to come over and say hello. What was it called? Oh, what, the add-on? I think I really want to get Just Sim Palma de Mallorca. That is the one I definitely want to get. I'm actually going to take my headphones off for the time being because it's hurting my ears. Give my head a rest. Alright, is anyone else suffering from like awful hair because of lockdown? So you haven't been able to go and get it cut? I was quite tempted to get it cut and just go bald. like really thin. But I thought, no, I can't do that to myself. John says, nice from where to where? So we are flying from, I can't remember, I can't actually remember the name of the airport. We're just flying, the airport is called, one second, Rzeszów-Jasionka in Poland, and we are flying to London Gatwick on a nice return flight. Well, I've got a YouTube channel as well, and I also have Twitch. So Twitch, obviously, you can watch on there as well. Lul, as wrong number said. Yeah, so you can watch on Twitch for the streams, or you can come and watch on YouTube. It's completely up to you guys. At the moment, I'm trying to push Twitch a little bit, so you can support me on Twitch. Drop us a follow, come watch the stream, help get that average watch time up. That would be massively appreciated, and I would, yes, very much appreciate that, please. Got my wisdom teeth coming through as well. Roger that, Captain. What was it called? I mean the co-pilot one. Oh, okay, it was called Smart Co-pilot. So, boys, if you do want to fly along with your friends, then this is what you need. Smart Co-pilot. What is this? Try Smart Co-pilot for free. It's called Skyfall Crew. This is it. X-Plane 11 Master Slave Cons. Every X-Plane aircraft has a different logic and system side. There is no possibility to create a universal plugin which will be able to work with every sort of animal. To rather, we create an API where the author or an experienced user can configure Smart Copilot to work with his preferred aircraft on this site. Find all the information on how to do it yourself. So if you get Smart Copilot, you get 2 licenses on that one, and basically I presume that allows you to do it with someone else. Yeah, basically. That is Smart Co-Pilot, and that allows you to fly with other people on X-Plane. It's all pretty cool. Yeah, you can play with someone else with the Co-Pilot thing. I'm trying to figure out what in-flight entertainment should be. I feel like we should watch Air Crash Investigation. Air Crash Investigation. Biological Sciences. Should we all watch Air Crash Investigation, boys? Would you guys be up for that? Ooh, interesting, boys. Apparently. So, oh, wait, that's episodes. Would you guys be up for some in-flight entertainment of X-Plane? Right, X-Plane. What the hell am I on about? I'm talking about Air Crash Investigation. If you want, or we can watch EasyJet Inside the Cockpit. I go for what you go for. I don't mind anything. Pilot Craft, how you doing, man? Welcome back to the stream, bro. How are you? How are you, my friend? I'm actually contemplating like getting up Planet Coaster, but I don't know whether my graphics card can play Planet Coaster at the same time as I don't know whether my system can cope with that. You get what I mean? I feel like it'd be a bit of a... Pilot Craft says, can I recommend something? Yes, mate, sure, go ahead, by all means. By the way, if you play Planet Coaster as well, it will shut down XP. Really? I did not know that. Boys, I've got some horrible thing. Pilotcraft, send that link to me on Discord and let me know when you sent it, because for some reason Twitch doesn't allow links. Yes, if it's on stream. if it's on Steam. Yeah, it is. No, my X-Plane is not on Steam. This is by Laminar Research. I got Planet Coaster on Steam, but X-Plane is not on Steam. Oh, okay. Also Flight Simulator. Ooh. Bet you can play Planet Coaster. I can, but I'm just worrying about if I go to task. Loads of stuff going on. See, my GPU is at like 90. Look at that, like 91%. CPU will be fine, but I'm just worried a little bit about the GPU. I feel like it just going in overdrive mode and kill itself. So boys, shall we watch some of the FS 2020 stuff in the meantime that Pilotcraft has just sent through? By the way guys, as you all know, I do have alpha access to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Can't tell you much about it because of the NDA. However, we can go and watch some stuff on YouTube. Hopefully, special update. Here we go boys, let's see what this is saying. It looks amazing, doesn't it? There we go, let's go. Live players only. I know about that. Interesting. The scenery is just phenomenal, man.
Wow. Will your computer have the power to run the world
Yes.
of Microsoft Flight Simulator? And what
Yes,
does
it
this
will.
mean for
Mine will.
Xbox users? We will cover all the new PC news
Right.
in this video.
Wrong video, we will not watch that one then. There we go, let's watch the Logitech one. even though
Ready
it'll probably
to
get-
take to the skies? Here
Let's have a
are
look at
6
this.
reasons to be excited about Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Woohoo! Lots of flight sim, let's go,
Arguably the
boys.
biggest surprise at E3 2019, the Microsoft Flight Simulator trailer grabbed the undivided attention of the flight sim
everyone.
community
Pretty much.
and put millions of other gamers in touch with their inner Amelia Earhart.
Yeah.
An astonishingly beautiful
Ooh, I'm
tour
getting
through
tingles down the back of my
iconic
spine,
cities,
boys.
landmarks, and untouched wilderness. The trailer alone breathed new life into a neglected genre, while hinting at the most convincing giraffe, elephant, and flamingo
Oh, boys, only if I could
simulation
stream it,
technology this
Same,
side of Planet Zoo. We know it's on the way, so here are our 6 reasons to get hype for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Yeah, boy. Let's go, come on. This video is probably getting copyrighted, but I couldn't care less right now. Wowza! Look at this bad boy.
Flight Simulator's big headline USP is its accurate modelling of the entire planet
planets.
Earth. Just think of the possibilities. Attempt to land a Cessna on the street you grew up on. Recon your next travel destination in an aerobatics plane. Revisit the
Can you
spot where
imagine
you
doing
first
that?
professed
You imagine
love
going,
for a
like, boys, we're going on
significant
holiday,
other,
so we're just
then
going to go
roar
fly
into
over
the
to this
sunset.
country in
Or hit the eject
in
button
FS
while
Flight
reaping
Sim,
bitter
and,
tears of
just kind of
regret.
look like, boys, I want to go to that
Depending
beach
on
right
how it
there.
worked out for you. The world's 45,000 airports, 2 million cities and towns, and 1.5 trillion trees have been sourced from 2 petabytes of Bing Maps
Petabytes.
imagery, bolstered by procedural generation courtesy of Microsoft's Azure cloud services.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Depending on how fast your internet connection is, this data can be streamed to you from the cloud in real time, or with pre-caching. A fast connection will give you incredible close-up detail. But if that proves too rich for your copper,
That's insane,
or you're
isn't it?
playing offline, then you'll still have the whole world, but there'll be much more reliance on procedural generation up close. Things will still look good, but they might not be as accurate. However you spin it, it's still impressive.
He is impressive. I do need to get on him, old boys.
This looks like a very, very pretty game indeed. But ask a flight simmer
Oh,
how
wow,
powerful
look at
of a
that.
PC you typically
insane.
need to fly in 4K, and they're likely to swiftly change the subject. We're a little more optimistic when it comes to MSFS. Historically, flight sims have struggled with optimization because their small, specialist development teams had no choice but to use off-the-shelf tech to render insanely longer than intended view distances and crunch complicated aerodynamic physics. In contrast, Asobo have developed a bespoke engine from scratch and have the financial and technological backing of Microsoft, who clearly want this game to appeal to fresh players as much as die-hard simmers.
Man.
And what Microsoft wants, Microsoft tends to get.
Of course it
You'll
does.
want loads of RAM, a very capable CPU and GPU, and enough overclocking
So
to heat your
recommended
entire
specs,
home
I've seen
for the
something like
absolute
his,
best
RTX
4K
2080 Ti,
experience.
32 gig of RAM,
But you
and
can
an
also
i7
expect
9800X.
Flight Simulator to look decently amazing on a sensible rig too. And, of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't suggest applying your upgrade fund to include brilliantly engineered flight peripherals, as well as a new rig.
You know it.
Links in the description and
I sent you the
on
real vid.
screen.
Okay, bro, we'll have a look at that in a minute. It's the same. That looks like it's coming out of London.
When done correctly, aviation mostly happens in the sky. And so too does
Jesus.
the weather.
See, I haven't seen
Asobo
that
have
in the
put
alpha
in
yet.
serious work to make their meteorological modelling second to none.
I've
MSFS
seen
boasts
that. I've seen that.
volumetric rain, clouds and rainbows, and everything will be modelled dependently and procedurally. Just like in real life, you'll never see the same cloud twice, and the weather will interact with the landscape in ways that look utterly convincing. So, for example, rainbows will occur when,
London, isn't it?
how,
'Cause that's the
and
Olympic
where
Park, I think.
light scattering calculations dictate, and will be
How
dynamically
you doing, bro?
generated
Welcome to
rather
the
than
stream.
in
I think
any
you've just
way
come over from,
scripted. And while
Facebook
weather
Capital,
science
bro.
certainly is interesting, as the saying goes, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Or, in this case, the standing and looking with your mouth wide open. Those are some handsome clouds.
I did it pretty. I like the night sky.
Whether you want to muck about with friends, writing rude words in contrails, or fly Heathrow to LAX in real time
Sick.
according to strict instructions from air traffic control,
No, mate, thank you for following, bro.
MSFS has you covered.
Thank you for following, bro.
All real-world traffic will be visible in
Seen
the
this
game
video,
world,
used it, it's very
and
good.
there will be a couple of options for filtering this, with some of them allowing you to adjust weather conditions and time of day, and others mirroring real-world conditions at the time. To keep this running smoothly, there's a lot of clever stuff going on under whatever the aircraft equivalent of a hood is. In congested areas, visible traffic will be limited to the 50 closest aircraft,
Okay.
and connection issues will be dealt with by dead reckoning and AI intervention.
That
So
it does
you
look
won't be
bloody
seeing
good,
any UFO-like behavior due to lag or disconnection.
The issue is, if you've got like a load of random
A lot of people
flying
assume
don't know how
that,
to fly.
like most things that require years of training and invasive annual medical
gonna be like
checkups,
popping around
flying
anywhere.
an airplane is quite difficult. But that's really only true if you want to do it in real life. Simulated, consequence-free flying is a natural and relaxing experience that anyone can enjoy.
Love it.
Helpfully, Asobo have built in simulated pilot head movements to
Oh, yeah.
provide flight model interaction. Ask too much of your
Sorry,
flying
let's go
machine
with that.
and
Let's
it'll
go with
start
that. No
fighting
worries,
back,
Polycraft. See you
giving
in a
you
bit.
little hints to back off your inputs or keep pushing if you fancy some stall recovery practice. Depending on their temperament, players will be able to learn accurate cold and dark startup procedures for each plane via a step-by-step tutorial
I like
or
that.
spawn in with everything already set up. Your pilot seat's still warm from the rump of an imaginary aeroplane butler. In short, you can learn from this game.
What are you
but
guys thinking so far?
absolutely do not have to.
What do you think so far, boys? I'm intrigued to get your thought process on it at the moment. I'm intrigued to. I want to see what you guys think. That was a bloody hard landing, man. I say. What What do you guys think to it all so far?
And finally, we've got the release date. Truth is, nobody knows when Microsoft Flight Simulator
They
will
just
be
said they've got
out.
release
Alpha
date.
testing is well underway, and most chatter concerning dates, while purely speculative, concludes that
Oh, thank
sometime
you,
in
man.
autumn 2020
Love you.
is the most probable. Whenever it lands,
This was awesome.
pun 100% intended, we're extremely excited for
I can't
Microsoft
wait for
Flight
this,
Simulator, and
Uh,
we think you should be
Colin
too.
said hello, man.
And with that, we
Said
have
hello.
arrived at our destination. Please give this video a like if you had a pleasant flight, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Sadly, we don't offer any air miles incentives. And if you do already subscribe, ring that bell and one of our experienced cabin crew will be delighted to tell you when our next video
I like
lands.
that. It's a nice little bit of fun involved there, boys. So you guys are all looking forward to that, yeah? I am very intrigued to see how it goes. Quite a smooth flight today, boys. You could get loads of turbulence, but to be honest, it's pretty good. Right, should we have a look at some more stuff? Can we have air crash investigation on? Yeah, boy. Let's get an air crash investigation on. I want to watch one that I haven't watched before. I've not got YouTube to watch it.
United States, New York, Queens, November 12,
Which
2001.
one is this? Should we watch this one? Oh, dude. I like watching these things, boys.
6:30 a.m. JFK Airport is on high alert. The atrocity of 9/11 is still fresh in the minds of Americans. And for everyone in the airline industry,
What was it said?
security
Damn, the
is a
sceneries are
major
on point,
concern.
from Microsoft. You know
On the
it, right?
tarmac, the crew of American Airlines Flight 587 prepare for a 3.5-hour flight to the Dominican Republic.
Phil Forrester said, what do you
Captain
use for the
Ed
flight info at the
States,
top of the
the
screen?
senior
I
pilot
use
with his
a thing
first
called
officer, Stan
Flight
Nolan,
Live,
carefully check the
like
exterior
this.
of their aircraft.
Fly Live, dashboard.
The
Pretty
son
cool.
of a pilot, Molin has
We are
10
watching the
years
air crash
experience
investigation
in
over the
company,
top of this, just while
joining
we're in
American
our... This
Airlines
is our
at the age
in-flight
of
entertainment,
24.
boys.
Like his father before him, Sten sees it as much more than a job.
If he wasn't a pilot, he doesn't know what he would be doing because it was that important. He loved his job.
Traveling to the Dominican Republic this morning are 251
Oh,
passengers.
Dominican
Among them,
Republic.
83-year-old Hipólito Algaroba and his 73-year-old wife, Ubencia. The elderly couple have decided to return to their homeland for their twilight years and are expecting their son Hector to show up and see them off.
They're going home for good because they have raised 3 kids and their job is done.
The couple have arrived
Thanks,
well
been
before
wondering
their
how it's done.
scheduled
No worries,
departure
bro, no
time.
worries.
So early, the airline offers them seats on an earlier flight. By the time Hector gets to the airport, his parents have already checked in. But his mother comes back from departures to say goodbye to her son.
That's quite good too.
How's that? I asked about my father and she said that he's fine and he said he'll see me when I get there in a couple of months. And I gave her another kiss. I guess that was the kiss from my father.
At 7 a.m., Ed States and Sten Molin begin pre-flight checks. The aeroplane is an Airbus A300-605R, capable of carrying up to 266 people. Built in Europe some 13 years ago, it is one of the oldest in the American Airlines fleet. It has racked up over 37,000 hours of flying time. Nevertheless, the Airbus is recognized as one of the most reliable airliners in service. Today, though, that reliability has been undermined by the stringent new security measures. Every passenger is searched twice before boarding is allowed, and the scheduled takeoff
Interesting.
time of 8:40 begins to slip. By 9 a.m., all 251 passengers are on board.
I'll program the computer.
I love watching these things.
Pre-flight checks are complete.
Good old pre-flight checks.
Clear right, clear left.
Do you guys all like
Flight
watching aircraft
587 begins
investigations
to
as well?
taxi to runway 31L. It's a fine day, and Sten Molen, the co-pilot, will fly the plane on the first leg. 9:11 a.m. A Japanese Airlines 747 immediately in front of 587 is cleared for takeoff.
See you later, bro.
The controller gives Molen and States a routine caution.
Oh no, scary
He
stuff.
tells them there's a risk of air turbulence from the Japanese plane ahead.
Wake turbulence,
Clear for
yeah.
takeoff, American 587 Heavy.
Captain States knows that he must keep a safe distance between himself and the Japanese airliner. Every plane creates a wake of turbulent air as it takes off, which can affect following flights.
You happy with that distance? We'll be all right once we get rolling. So you're happy?
Their flight path will take them across Jamaica Bay and over the Rockaway Peninsula in the borough of Queens. It's a popular residential area, especially with New York's fire and police departments. Today is Veterans Day, a public holiday, but not everyone is having the day off.
I'm intrigued to see what's happening.
Police Chief Michael Morley and his
I've seen this
wife
one, I
will be
remember it.
working.
I can't
His
remember seeing
mother-in-law
this. I
is
probably
looking
have,
after
but I
their
can't remember.
2-year-old baby, Michael Jr.
It was just another day. I just had spent about the first week.
Does the
about
audio
12
sound
hour
okay
days
for you
going
guys as
down
well?
to the World Trade Center. Now, a week later, they started trying to get the police department to get back to normal.
Mike Morley's next-door neighbor is Lois Shaw, a financial controller for a lighting company.
It was a beautiful day, and I just left
Sounds
and got into
good,
my
sweet.
car, and I really didn't think about anything. And I'm just driving to work.
Because it's a holiday, her husband Mark is at home. He's taking their 15-year-old son to the doctor.
Jason, come on, let's go.
If he can get him out of bed.
I say, like, what are you doing in bed? And like any other teenager, he gives me that answer. I said, come on, it's time to get up, we gotta go.
Phil Forrester, thank you very much for following, bro.
9:14.
Appreciate that.
Sten
Really,
Molen
really do.
starts the takeoff run.
I hope you're all enjoying our in-flight entertainment for today's flight of aircraft investigation.
9:14 and 29 seconds.
D2.
Flight 587 lifts off.
Positive rate, gear up please.
Ground control at JFK wishes them well and instructs Molen and States to contact New York departures. 9:15. Flight 587 is now at 1,700 feet. The departure controller gives them a navigation fix.
New York, American 587, heavy turn left, proceed direct wavy. We'll turn direct wavy, American 587 heavy.
1 second later, the plane begins to shake.
Interesting one.
The pilots know the turbulence is likely to have come from the Japan Airlines Jumbo up ahead. It's a routine hazard, and Molen flies through it.
250, thank you.
The captain increases the speed of the plane to 250 knots, the maximum allowable at that height.
Yeah, under 10,000 feet.
But seconds later, the plane
Yeah,
hits
got a
more
load of these
turbulence.
to catch up on.
Sten Molen
Team.
takes decisive action. Using his foot controls, he applies the rudder first to the right
Yeah.
and then to the left
I'm pretty
to
sure
try and
it,
stabilize the
he
plane.
overdone it. I snapped it off, didn't he? I think I might have seen this. He like, it was that much. He tried to correct
Again,
it.
Molen asks for more power to keep the aircraft under control.
You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Full power, please. Holy!
Less than 2 minutes into their journey, Flight 587 is in deep trouble.
That is a hell of a
The
lot of
lives of
turbulence.
260 people in the air and many more below are in mortal danger. 89 seconds after takeoff, Flight 587 is in trouble.
I used to sit and
In the
watch these
cockpit,
all the
co-pilot
time.
Sten Molen is fighting the controls.
What the hell are we into? I'm stuck in it. Get out of it. Get out of it.
Far below, 53-year-old Pete Hayden, Deputy Chief of the New York Fire Department, is taking his first day off since September 11th. His attention is drawn to a plane making an unusual straining noise.
It's struggling. I look up. It's lower in the sky than normal. I'm watching it, and the plane suddenly begins to break apart.
Holy!
I see the back part of the plane behind the left wing break open. Smoke and flames come out.
As the plane spins out of control, the engines shear off. Mark Shaw, still trying to wake his son, also hears the plane.
And I think that it sounds just like the Concorde.
Come on, Jason. You know you have a doctor's appointment today. Come on, get up.
The house starts to shake.
Can you imagine that? Huh?
Pete Hayden watches in disbelief. At 9:16 and 15 seconds, Flight 587 slams into the ground.
Jeez. Not fun.
At 9:20 a.m., a pilot who has seen the crash alerts air traffic control at JFK.
Yeah, look at to the south of the aircraft crashing.
Say again?
An aircraft just crashed to the south of the field.
An aircraft crashed south of the field?
Active fireball.
Controllers see a black ball of smoke over the suburb of Rockaway. On the ground, an amateur cameraman captures the horrifying
It says,
scene.
what you been up to in the day, James? Oh, I've just been chilling, bro. Just been chilling. Now watching some air crash investigation while we're flying. How about you, bro? How about you?
Houses are crushed and burning. Aircraft parts are everywhere. The whole neighborhood seems to be under attack. One of the first at the scene is Deputy Fire Chief Pete Hayden.
There are bodies everywhere. All over the streets. In yards. Some victims still strapped into the seats of the airplane.
For Pete Hayden, the scene is all too familiar. It's 9/11 all over again. Only this time, it's his own neighborhood that has been hit.
I'm wondering who it is that I know today that was killed.
It is, man. It's bad.
As the full scale of what has happened becomes apparent, residents are in a state of shock.
The engine fall down and the plane fall. The piston left
Nothing much. It's my stepdad's birthday today.
From across New York, emergency services race to Rockaway.
Send my best to
Among them,
him.
Inspector Michael
Happy
Moore,
birthday to him from me.
who's horrified to hear the plane has crashed close to his own home. His first thought is for his son and his mother-in-law.
I know my son is at home. I know my mother-in-law is in the house. So I'm panicking like every other father. You know, I'm thinking, oh my God, what if my kid's killed? What if I don't know what's going on with my family?
Michael Morley's next-door neighbor, Lois Shaw, is traveling to work when she gets a terrifying call from her husband, Mark.
What's gone? The house? He's screaming hysterically. The house is burning down. So I just totally freak out, and I'm trying to scream, where's Jason? What's happening? But we get disconnected at this moment.
Horrified, Lois heads home. News of the disaster spreads across the city.
Roger, I'll have to cut you off. We are just learning from Associated Press that there has been a plane crash in Queens.
Hector Algaroba is having breakfast in a diner, having left his parents at the airport.
That'd be awful when
is that it is an American Airlines jet.
He's not certain which flight his parents caught, but his blood runs cold. Hundreds of firefighters from across the city are now fighting the blaze. Mayor Giuliani arrives to see the damage for himself.
We'll do everything we can to help these people, everything. And the president is on top of it. They're alert. They're watching everything else all over the country. So I think people should remain absolutely
I'd definitely go for an ST200, bro. They're
But
amazing
New Yorkers
cars.
believe they are being
Amazing
attacked
cars.
again. The city is in meltdown. The Empire State Building is evacuated. The United Nations is in partial lockdown. Airports are closed, and all civil aircraft are grounded. Armed F-15 Eagles scramble, and other jets are on strip alert around the country. Tunnels and bridges are closed. The city is gridlocked. Americans fear their worst nightmare, is unfolding once more. The plane has crushed 4 houses on the intersection of Newport Avenue and Beach 131st Street. Across the road, 5 more houses are ablaze. One of these belongs to Police Inspector Michael Morley. When he arrives at the scene, he is horrified.
I'd be
no
bloody
sign of either
horrified.
his baby son or his mother-in-law.
Imagine seeing that
On
stuff.
his doorstep, 2 of his own officers are waiting for him.
Anybody left inside? My mother-in-law was babysitting Mikey.
Because I said, my son's in the house. And they said, we looked, there's nobody in there. They thought that maybe I was in there sleeping also. So I said, well, did you look good? And they said, yes.
As rescue vehicles race to the scene, roads into Rockaway are gridlocked. Lois Shaw battles desperately to get back to her family and home.
I had no idea what I was going to find or what had happened, but I was thinking that I just have to get to my house. I have to get to my house.
Michael Morley is in a desperate situation. His own loved ones are lost in the heart of the raging inferno, yet he's also the officer in charge of the scene.
I'm just a regular guy, and all of a sudden you're the highest ranking police officer on the scene of a major catastrophe like this. I knew in a little while the whole police department's going to start responding and everybody's going to come and be helping out. But for right now, I'm in charge. What do you do?
Corner off the streets, get
Desperate
everyone
to
out.
find her son, Lois Shaw abandons her car. She runs towards her burning house until she comes to a police cordon.
That's my house. I've got to get in there.
4 policemen I remember holding me back, and I was screaming, "Let me go!
What
My
would you
son's
do?
in the house.
Like,
Let me go!"
is your house on fire, but the police aren't letting you go there?
Michael Morley still has no idea what has happened to his own family. When senior police chiefs arrive, they hear his baby son and mother-in-law are missing.
And one of the chiefs says, hey, Mike, what are you still doing here? I said, I'm just trying to help out, boss. And he says, get out of here, go find your family. I said, all right.
More and more people, desperate for information, arrive at the scene of the tragedy. Among them, Hector Algaroba. He believes his parents were on the plane, but is praying for a miracle.
The hope was
No one would survive
somehow all the smoke and all the fire that I'm seeing is
Everyone,
from
right?
some sort of
Gee, if you survive that, then you are like
plane trying to
Superman.
land. And there has been a lot of people that survived.
So
I'm
it's
trying
just
to
ridiculous.
think to whatever hope, because the last thing a human being loses in life is hope.
In the middle of the carnage, Lois Shaw is still looking for her family.
I'm running to see if Jason is alive, and I feel unreal. All I see ahead of me is smoke. I can't see anything.
Michael Morley races frantically from house to house, desperately hoping his loved ones will be sheltering with a neighbor.
Anybody who's a parent, you lose your kid in a Kmart or a Walmart or something like that, and you just get that panic and your stomach goes into knots and you start sweating, you're getting nervous, and you don't want to think the worst, but you can't think of it, and then just magnify that by, 100 times because a plane crash just was right on your house.
Jason, answer me! Mark!
Then, Lois Shaw hears the shout she's longing for.
And I looked, and that's when I saw Jason and Mark.
Lois! Lois, we're over here!
Once I saw him alive, that was, at that moment, that was all that I really cared about.
You're not playing your flight sim now. I am playing flight sim.
mattered.
We've got it on in the background. Look, if I just quickly just move this over, we can actually just quickly check what the time is, how long we've got left. Got a little while left, got 2%, so. Not doing too bad.
Oh, Jason!
Jason and his father are alive and well. They got out of the house with seconds to spare.
Oh, God! Oh, thank God you're okay.
Give her a big hug. She was starting crying. That's what she, and then she was like, "What? Are you okay? Are you okay?" I was like, I didn't really have any emotions. It was just good to be together.
Imagine that, man.
A block away, Michael Morley is still frantically searching when a neighbor calls him over.
Hey, Mike, get over here! They're right there! They're right there!
I saw him. It was a fantastic feeling because 2 seconds earlier, I'm starting to panic, thinking maybe they really were dead. And you turn around and there they were. My son was crying when he saw me, and you get worked up.
Do you watch people on YouTube that do car-related stuff? Yeah, people like officially gassed, stuff like that.
But for each moment of joy, there are 100 of despair. Stan Molin, father of the co-pilot, gets a phone call with devastating news.
Told him that call came in, you can sort of, hope that it was a different airplane. But that was, no, this can't be moment.
Jeez, man. You've seen Martin Carmine's? No, I don't really watch them.
In the Dominican Republic, relatives expecting a family reunion at the Santo Domingo airport are suddenly confronted with an appalling reality. Their loved ones are dead.
Man, that's hard. That is
Hector
hard.
cannot leave until he knows what has happened to his parents. He waits, hoping desperately. With the fire under control, the body count and identification of victims is underway. Mayor Giuliani holds a press conference.
We have so far recovered 132 bodies, and as the governor said, there were 255 people and crew members that were listed on the manifest. And I want to again express my sympathy and condolences to everyone involved.
After the announcement, Giuliani meets the bereaved families and personally gives Hector the news he is dreading.
He hugged me and gave me his condolences by telling me that my parents were on that flight.
It's just 2 months and 1 day since 9/11. The parallels with America's worst terrorist outrage are striking. America looks to the White House for answers. At 12 p.m., White House Press Secretary Ari Fleischer makes a statement.
First, information is always subject to change. We have not ruled anything in, not ruled anything out.
Then President Bush interrupts a meeting with Nelson Mandela to make a statement.
Well, we sent our FEMA teams over, the FBI is over there, and this investigation is being led by the National Transportation Safety Board to make sure that the facts are fully known to the American people.
How did Flight 587 end in catastrophe? Why did one of the most reliable aircraft in service break up in midair and come crashing down on a residential suburb?
Viciously, trying to recontrol the plane.
Now, by going deep into the investigation, we can reveal the facts behind one of the worst aviation disasters in U.S. history, and how the truth sent shockwaves through the entire industry. Less than an hour after the crash, 21 NTSB officials, the GO team as they are called, are on their way. The man in charge is Bob Benson, a veteran investigator who's handled 94 major air disasters, including the 1988 Lockerbie bombing over Scotland. But not even Lockerbie can prepare him for pressure like this.
It was particularly important for us to get this one right the first time. There was no payback in changing our minds or anything like that.
Benson knows that the early hours of an investigation are the most critical. His team start gathering evidence of the crash site, a dangerous, shocking, and distressing business.
From a personal standpoint, I'll take deserts, I'll take cornfields, I'll take mountaintops, I'll take swamps before I'll ever investigate accidents in cities.
Potentially crucial clues also come from the surrounding area, and from eyewitnesses who saw the plane break up in flight.
And then the whole plane shook and the tail came apart. That's all I saw, and then it, boom.
Both engines landed 245 meters before the plane. One fell onto a house, the other on a service station.
Can you imagine being in bed and just seeing an engine fall through the roof?
The location of the two engines relative to the main crash site could provide an important clue. By plotting exactly where debris has landed, investigators should be able to determine the breakup sequence. The debris is scattered everywhere. Police and army boats are called in to gather parts from Jamaica Bay. Then, Benson personally witnesses a major discovery as he drives along the coast road. A crane is lifting the tail fin from the water.
That really got our attention.
The tail fin is an essential component of the aircraft. Without it, an airliner simply cannot fly. The fin was found floating in the water 1.2 kilometers behind the main crash site. For the investigators, this is clear evidence that it must have been one of the first parts to break away. It could be at the very heart of the accident. But what could have caused such a catastrophic failure? For a tail to simply fall off a plane is virtually unprecedented. Of the hundreds of eyewitnesses who saw the crash, there is no doubt. This was a bomb.
And I saw an explosion in the sky, and I saw the plane. It looked like one of its wings fell off.
Just aiming for the ground, and I felt an impact, and then I saw smoke.
Well, my neighbor was yelling, "Take cover," and I really thought, this is it, they've started bombing now.
Even for a trained investigator, it's difficult not to jump to conclusions.
We're not supposed to speculate at early stages of any investigation. It's very hard not to in this particular case.
Hang on to it. Hang on to it. Hey, Mike, get over here. Got it. Right in there. Right in there.
After the crash of an airliner into the New York borough of Queens, FBI forensic experts are searching for evidence of a bomb. They are also hoping to find two other key pieces of evidence: the plane's black boxes. The cockpit voice recorder should have recorded everything that was said by the pilots.
Sometimes they don't.
The flight data recorder could tell them exactly how the plane performed throughout the flight. Each of the black boxes might unlock the mystery of the crash, but lead investigator Bob Benson knows finding either of them is likely to take days. Even then, they could be badly damaged. But just hours into the search comes an amazing stroke of luck.
Found it.
Marion Blakey, spokeswoman for the NTSB, makes an announcement.
We have recovered the cockpit voice recorder.
By now, there is a frenzy of speculation over the incident. Terrorism is foremost in people's minds. But for Benson and the NTSB, the lack of any corroborating evidence to support the theory is trouble. There is no sign of suspicious activity at the airport, and no group has stepped forward to claim responsibility for the crash. They take a calculated risk and announce that even at this early stage, they believe this was not a deliberate act.
It is the case that the National Transportation Safety Board is the lead agency because all
How you doing,
information we have
Polycraft?
currently is that this is an accident.
The plan backfires. Suspicious New Yorkers start to wonder if this is a cover-up. The NTSB takes steps to reassure the public.
Should there be any indications of criminal activity,
After this,
we will
we'll watch
certainly
X-Men
make
11
certain
Blame Spot.
that
Yeah.
the public knows as soon as we are aware of that, and the investigation will change at that point appropriately.
For Benson and his team, the pressure is mounting. Finding the cockpit voice recorder is a huge step forward. With one of the black boxes and the tail fin in his possession, hopes are high they will be able to piece together the reasons behind the crash.
Can I ask one question about
Although the
this?
recorder is damaged, the tape is still intact and is rushed to NTSB headquarters in Washington. Away from the glare of the media, investigators start to analyze the chilling final moments of the flight.
Let's go for power, please.
Every word, every sound is carefully analyzed. 89 seconds into the flight comes a chilling sound on the tape. There is a loud bang. Immediately afterwards, the crew can be heard struggling with the controls.
You should be okay. I don't see... yeah, you'll get smooth FPS. If you can upgrade at a later point in time, then definitely do it.
Could this bang be the sound of an explosion?
Is yours a 3 gig or 6 gig
Perhaps
around?
there was a bomb after all. With the second black box, the flight data recorder still missing in the smoking wreckage, Benson knows that the truth will be hard to find.
Without that, would make
6, okay, that's a good thing then.
telling the story more speculative and more difficult.
Let's just quickly have a look at where we are at on Explain so far. 385 miles, still got a while to go.
For 2 days, investigators hunt through mountains of debris for the vital recorder.
You should
But
be
instead
fast,
of where
skid,
they're
bro.
looking, the next lead comes from 3 kilometers away.
Oh dear.
A pair of security cameras on the Triborough Bridge have captured the last moments of the aircraft. These tapes could hold the key to the disaster. In the grainy footage, the Airbus can just be seen as a black dot. On one camera, the dot disappears behind a building. Then the second camera picks it up. It shows what could be a crucial moment. A faint white streak just visible, trailing behind the aircraft. Is this the explosion seen by so many eyewitnesses?
How long of air crash
Is
left?
this the cause of the sound, after which the
About
pilot
15
lost
minutes.
control?
About 15 minutes. Not long, really.
This could be hard evidence to prove that there was a bomb, after all. The only way to find out is to compare the time. If the white streak happened at the same time as the bang captured by the voice recorder, the two are likely to be the same event. Investigators visit the site of the toll booth cameras. Using buildings as reference points, they work out exactly where and when the streak occurred. The results back up their theory that this was not a bomb.
We can see that the streak began 8 seconds after the initiating accident sequence.
The calculations show the streak occurred after the bang on the recorder. The flash is probably fuel escaping as the plane breaks up. This can't be the start of the accident, although it could be the reason so many people thought they saw an explosion. Then, back at the crash site, comes a dramatic development. Investigators get the news they have been desperate to hear. Searchers have recovered the flight data recorder.
Them things like a proper battery. Is it more about the download speed? Yeah, if you've got a good bandwidth and good download speed, it will mostly uses
what, if anything, can be retrieved.
The info from line Bing and stuff and pumps it straight into the simulator.
Now,
Pilot craft,
the
do you like
tail
air
fin that
crash
was found
investigation?
floating in Jamaica Bay is starting to yield vital clues. The first thing investigators notice is that the fin is built from a high-tech material called reinforced carbon fiber composite. Often used in racing cars and sports equipment, composites consist of layers of carbon fibers bound tightly together with resin. The A300-600 was one of the earliest civil aircraft to feature this high-strength material, and it's used in many areas of the plane. But when investigators look closely, immediately alarm bells.
I was just saying, do you like air crash investigation, Pilot craft?
There are 6 main attaching points connecting the tail to the fuselage. All 6 have given way.
Oh, dear, man.
There has never been a plane crash caused by a composite failure, but Benson can rule nothing out.
You have to imagine a force large enough to break 6 attaching points made out of one of the strongest materials in the world. 6 of these holding the vertical stabilizer on, and all of them broke. So the forces
so interesting, it bores my mum so much.
The detail of the failure.
Yeah, everyone in my household doesn't love me watching it, it scares them.
Plans show how each of the 6 attaching points has 2 lugs. One made from aluminium, the other from composites, connected by a titanium bolt. The damage shows that the metal lugs and the bolts remained intact, but the composite lugs all gave way. Benson has to consider the appalling prospect that the composite material itself may be faulty. With
I do that as well. I
240
watched it
similar
before I go on
planes
holiday. It's
still in
weird.
service, and thousands more using similar technology, it would have huge implications throughout the aviation industry.
There's something that the composite
your response
creators
time
and
could do some
designers
work on.
missed
Yeah, that should be fine. Your
25
download
years
speed
ago.
should be fine.
It's now just starting to
Do it on
rear its ugly
speed
head.
test.
It's bad
Speed
news
test on
for
there or
a lot of
fast.com.
airplanes that are already flying.
Proving that the carbon fiber is to blame will need hard physical evidence. Benson urgently dispatches the stabilizer to specialist labs at NASA to see if they can detect any weakness.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Using scanning electron microscopes, experts check over 3,000 square centimeters of surface, magnifying the material by up to 5,000 times as they search for any imperfection. It's a painstakingly slow process, and the pressure is building on Benson and his team all the time.
It keeps you awake at night. You've got a lot riding on these things, and the eyes of the world initially, and then later on, the eyes, at least of the aviation industry, are on us.
The pressure is also growing on Airbus. Is the design of their aircraft at fault? Has there been an error during assembly? They scrutinize every lug, bolt, and fitting on the tail.
I think I'm starting to not like ACI again. Why is that, bro? Why is that coming?
After hundreds of hours of work, studying Airbus's design and construction methods, NASA and NTSB scientists finally give the plane a clean bill of health. They can find nothing wrong with the aircraft or the materials used to build it. While the news is welcome, it only serves to deepen the mystery.
Although we were relieved in that aspect, we knew we had a long row ahead of it.
It's only for minutes per second.
We
That's
still
not bad,
had
right?
no idea why the vertical stabilizer really came off.
Then, just as the investigation seems to have stalled, comes a vital turning point. Information from the damaged flight data recorder has at last been retrieved.
I was very, very relieved.
But no one is prepared for the startling picture that the flight data recorder will give. The focus of the entire investigation suddenly shifts from the machine to the man flying it, co-pilot Sten Molen. 83 seconds after takeoff, the recorder shows that Molen applied 5 extreme movements of the rudder, causing the plane to lurch violently from side to side. The plane slips sideways to its direction of travel, first one way and then the other.
I've looked at a lot of flight data readouts in my time. I've never, ever seen that particular type of activity occur.
They realized that traveling at nearly 470 kilometers per hour, the aerodynamic stresses on the 130-ton Airbus would have been extraordinary.
They were virtually unprecedented to us. We were amazed.
Jesus,
It
I just
seems
don't like
as
hearing
though
about
on the
people
fifth
dying
movement
inside.
of the rudder,
Yeah,
the
it's a bit of a
entire
sad
tail
thing,
fin
bro.
broke
I
off.
think because a lot of it's reenactment, isn't it? But
The
it's more
implication
about
is
the
extraordinary.
like
Simply
why has it
by
happened, which
manipulating
I'm
the
interested
controls,
in.
the pilot broke the aircraft. The NTSB is so concerned, they take immediate action. On February 8th, 2002, they issue a special warning to all pilots of this new danger.
Send me a link via Discord.
But the board
it
has
hasn't
yet
come
to
through,
prove that the
on
tail
Twitch.
came off simply due to aerodynamic forces. Many pilots doubt that such a thing is possible. The only way to be sure is to run detailed computer simulations, a process which could take months to perform. If the theory is right, then the idea that a terrorist plot is
Try and get a
behind the
1080 if you
tragedy
can.
finally be laid to rest. Benson now faces a new and disturbing mystery. Why did the pilot act in this way? Investigators believe they are close to uncovering the cause of the tragic crash.
One second, boys. Let's just check how far away we are next man quickly. 2, 3, or 5. Okay. Just gonna leave it like that for the time being, I guess.
Of Flight 587. The flight data recorder shows that the co-pilot, Sten Molen, applied 5 rapid inputs to the aircraft's rudder pedals, which could have overstressed the tail fin, causing it to break off completely.
Can you imagine that? That's
Now
bad.
the question is, why would he do such a thing?
Why would the co-pilot be in
They
control
listen
of that
again
sort of
to
situation?
the cockpit voice recorder.
We're supposed to be 5 miles by the time we're airborne.
One possible theory is wake turbulence. Wake turbulence is all too familiar to accident investigators. It's a region of spinning air left behind as a plane passes. These vortices can sometimes turn a following plane upside down.
Jesus Christ.
But the team quickly realized that this cannot be the cause of the crash. The turbulence was not strong enough to seriously affect a plane the size of the Airbus.
The bigger the airplane, the less effect wake turbulence has on it. The A300 is a pretty big airplane.
Then comes evidence which changes everything. The investigation team interview
That's not a
Molen's
bad car.
friends and
I wouldn't get the
colleagues,
mini one though. Don't get
and
the
they
mini.
discover a vital piece of
Do
information.
not get the mini one. They haven't got enough heating power.
A pilot and former colleague recalls an earlier trip with Molen. During an encounter with turbulence, he used the rudder aggressively, even though there was no apparent risk to the plane. The evidence is conclusive. Molen had reacted in the same way before.
When those pilots came forward and told us about the first officer's
Maybe buy a new tower?
propensity
Or,
to
yeah, just
overreact
a
to
case
others,
maybe.
that was a relief moment for us.
But the revelations don't stop there. When questioned at the time, Molen said he had been taught, trained to use the rudder in this way by American Airlines. If this is true, it raises serious concerns for Benzon and the team.
One would assume that if many pilots go through the same training program with some flaws in it, then a lot of pilots have wrong ideas about how to fly an airplane.
With 712 planes in service with American Airlines, Benzon must quickly establish where the truth lies. The airline confirms one of their programs does indeed teach pilots to use the rudder to recover from unusual situations, as seen in this training video.
If you don't put that rudder in, what's going to happen? When you get to this portion of the roll, it's going to slice out just like that.
Next, Benzon looks at the other tools used to train the pilots, particularly the high-tech flight simulators. Here, pilots are taught to react to a range of emergencies, including wake turbulence. In one of those scenarios, Benzon discovers that the pilots learned to use the rudder very aggressively. The flight simulator program had even been altered to encourage the use of the rudder, particularly when the plane was banking to the right or the left. Airbus themselves had already written to the airline saying this practice was a cause for concern.
The classroom work told pilots that it was permissible to use the rudder to escape from unusual attitude situations. And perhaps more importantly, in the simulator, they were taught to use the rudder very, very aggressively to recover from unusual attitudes.
The finding causes controversy. At a public hearing, American Airlines claimed that Airbus had not explained there were limits to the use of the rudder.
I didn't know you couldn't do that. You couldn't do what? Be aggressive with the controls.
The airline also claims that the rudder system on the aircraft was very sensitive, and that pilots might not be aware how much rudder they were really applying. The NTSB investigate and discover the rudder control system is highly sensitive. What's more, the controls of the plane become more sensitive as the plane increases speed. On the ground, the rudder pedal has to be depressed by 10 centimeters to get maximum deflection. But when flying at high speed, that distance reduces to just 4 centimeters.
Oh dear.
NTSB officials are shocked to find that this system is not explained in training manuals.
There was an apparent gap between what the manufacturers knew about the rudder sensitivity of the airplane and what was filtering down to the folks that
it
actually
should fit in that case. That's
Then finally come the results from the analysis of Molin's 5 rudder inputs. They confirm what nobody really wants to believe, that it's indeed possible to tear the tail fin from an aircraft in flight by stamping violently on the foot pedals.
Not good, is it?
Now Benson and the team can see exactly what happened to Flight 587. Step by step, they have pieced together the key events that led to the tragedy. 5 minutes to disaster. Flight 587 awaits clearance for takeoff.
Yeah, it can do. It can definitely matter.
As a Japanese 747 airliner takes off. 30 seconds later, Flight 587 is given a warning of wake turbulence. 2 minutes to disaster, Flight 587 takes off.
Positive rate, gear up please.
One minute to disaster, 587 encounters turbulence for the first time. Sten Molen flies through it. 30 seconds to disaster, 587 hits a second, larger wave of turbulence. The plane is now banking to the left, reminding Molen of his simulator training.
Rudder movement.
Not realizing how sensitive the rudder system becomes in flight, Molen stamps on the pedal, causing maximum rudder deflection. The plane swings violently to the right, placing enormous loads on the tail fin. Investigators believe that an astonished Molen thinks that the plane is reacting to the wake turbulence. He doesn't realize that his own use of the rudder causes the violent movement.
Oh dear.
Molen immediately slams the rudder pedal into the opposite position. The plane now swings violently back to the left, placing another enormous load on the tail. Both Molen and States believe the plane is somehow caught in the turbulence.
What the hell are we into? I'm stuck in it! Get out of it!
And in a desperate attempt to get control, Molen applies another rudder input, this time to the right. Now, thoroughly disorientated, Molen again applies full rudder. 587 is now on the brink of disaster. Finally, on the 5th rudder input, all 6 lugs connecting the tail to the fuselage tear apart. The plane is now doomed.
Oh, yeah, that is very stupid.
Terrified passengers and crew can have no idea.
He just got taught that, didn't he? He got taught that from training.
Huge G-forces rip both engines away. 106 seconds after takeoff, Flight 587 falls from the sky.
Madness.
265 people are dead.
Are you alright, Cohen?
Important lessons have been learned from the tragedy. Airbus have issued a bulletin reminding pilots how to use the rudder, and American Airlines have modified their training program.
Well, boys, that is pretty much the last of that. Coming in sunset as we come over the coast now. So, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, but you think that common sense might kick in. Yeah, if you sat there like doing rudder one way and then wondering what's reacting to it, the trainers should have been sued and maybe the CEO. Yeah, man. Well, good, thanks, yes. Good to hear you doing well, bro. Good to hear you doing well. We're going to have an interesting approach, boys. May AC. What I might do, actually. That brings down our trip a little bit, boys. There we go. Right, start descent soon. You guys looking forward to getting to Gatwick as much as I am? I am looking forward to it, boys. We're descending in 5 nautical miles, boys. I basically just wanted to slimline our trip a little bit. So I'm going to go around there, come around there, boom, 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 Angola, Sol, goal, as they say. Alright, we're starting our descent, boys. There we go.
Hello again from the flight deck. We are just commencing our descent. Looks like we'll be landing ahead of schedule and the weather conditions are good as our
Oh
destination.
dear.
We'll be touching down in less than 30 minutes, so do make your way back to your seats. Thanks for choosing the Flyover stay, and it's been a pleasure having you on board.
It certainly has been, boys and girls. We are coming into the UK now, so hopefully it'll be a nice approach in as we slowly descend down. Right, guys, what do you reckon this landing is going to be like for us, boys? Send you a good vid to watch, maybe next stream, play some Warzone tomorrow. Yeah, but Christian, yeah, I'm up for some Warzone tomorrow. And yes, I will definitely watch that video next stream, man. Yes, I will join that. How many? Oh, Jesus, you're risking all your points. Okay. Price 20, there we go. How you doing, Christian? Alright, boys, you ready to see this interesting descent? Hola, Fakun. How are you, bro? How are you? Jake. How are you, man? Hey, Falcon as well. I've also got Twitch as well, so it depends where you prefer to watch. Whether you'd prefer to watch on Would you prefer to watch on YouTube or a Twitch TV? You know what to say. Hola, como está? Awesome drain, is it? Drag coming out, boys. Got that texture loading. Fun, fun, fun. Hola, ¿cómo está? Mama nama. Level off that speed. Right, boys, what are we all reckoning for the landing today? What sort of speeds are we reckoning for this? I'm intrigued to see how it's all going to go. I'm hoping that we get a decent descent rate. Hopefully it'll be nice, and hopefully we get a decent landing. Minus 143, interesting. I think you have too much faith in my ability. Quite possibly. Am I doing another flight? Not tonight. I'm probably going to go chill and spend some time with Amanda. If I stream tomorrow, I might just stream early morning if you guys are up for an early morning flight. As if I have 1,300. Wait, did I win as well? Oh wait, they got me. Nah. Man, you are raking in the points, Coco. Right, so what is our QNH is 1013. Okie dokie. Alright, we can change that when we come in. Interesting. You going to do that Stuttgart to Innsbruck thing? Yeah, I can do, bro. I can do that. That would be quite a nice flight, actually. Maybe that's what we should do, is just these tiny little flights, like back and forth, forward hops. Chloe, Innsbruck to Vienna, LOS. Where's LOS again? I can't remember for the life of me. I need to get Stuttgart scenery as well. Can anyone recommend any good Stuttgart scenery? Ooh, yes, recommend me the scenery, boys. Salzburg. Sounds like quite an interesting place to actually go to be honest. On the left, actually, progress. Setting on Mars. Okay, that's fine. Well, what we probably should do is. Coming at 40. That's fine. Probably end up floating it again like usual. Typical me, isn't it? Oh yeah. DM time, boy. Is it really good scenery? Is there any good payware stuff as well? Okay, let me look about payware. I've never got payware. Really? Zero right on me. Nice approach, hopefully. Are you guys all ready for this? So Falcon has gone with a -143. Oh no, that was Coco. Well, hopefully this will be interesting in terms of kind of where we finish up. Got a nice Orbex True Earth though. Carlo Zappa's liked the stream. Thank you very much for liking the stream, Carlo. I really appreciate that, buddy. We're coming on the coast of England. And south. Jar design and ground service is good. Only $9. $29 a sale now. I'll have to pick that up. Christian said, "What's it like when you crash the plane?" You don't want to know, bro. You don't want to know. Oh, aerosoft stood out. I'll take a look into that, bro. Right, let's use our speed brake just to get us down quickly. Do it, I'll donate 86p. I need more than that to crash, brother. Right. You always lose on the slots. What do you think to see? I'll have to check out the Aerosoft Stuttgart stuff on now. I'm going to watch a couple of videos and see what it looks like, bro. Try to reduce speed. Right, what are you guys all reckoning for vertical speed, feet per minute? Is 787 good? The quality wings one is, yeah. There we go. Well, look at this. Oh, lovely. No, the one I'm sending you. I haven't tried it yet. What do you guys think to that view? Do you guys rate it as much as I do? I love that view. It's my favourite view. Do you know what? This chair is like sitting in a plane seat. I don't know if that's comfy or not. To be fair, go on, go on, go on. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna land in there.
Cabin crew, seats for landing, please.
Let's go, boy. Well, we're still on standard, so we do need to change that over, and we'll 1013, which is always good and beneficial. There we go, the Gatwick coming up just over there somewhere. It's like Gatwick. There's Gatwick over there, boys. I think you should skydive, better view, I think. Right. Let's do this, boys. Let's hope for the best. You know how it goes. You know how it goes. Hopefully we get a nice toasty landing. We could do a Jersey circuit together. Take off from Jersey, do loads of circuits because there's hardly anyone who does Jersey Tower. Could do, bro. I wish we should do a smart co-pilot thing. I'll look into that smart co-pilot. There we go, boys. Look, there we go. Or Spain when no one is online. That may be easier. You got donated $255. Yes, I did by main man Jake. Don't know where he is. He's here somewhere, but. Well, that's in total. That's in total. There's Gatwick, boys. As we slow down again. Woo. I predict 143. Everyone keeps going for minus 143 today. Wish I could donate 1,000. Oh, Karen, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that, man. Struggling to get that speed now. Ooh, it's going to be interesting. There's actually someone online at Jersey, I'm surprised. Get our speed down as we come in. Come on, boys, here we go. Here we go, boys. Let's do this. Look at that. Looks insane. Oh shit, no. How do I cancel that? Right guys, what are we reckoning for
2,500.
Oh, what is happening here? Oh, get down. Do you know how to check how many hours you have flying about it? I have no idea. I wish I could tell you. All the lights on, cool. Nothing checked. we're saying for approach speed in reference is 40, 130. Cool. Always want to fly. Thank you for liking the stream, buddy. There we go, boys. Coming to land. Coming in on the manual. Jay Baz, thank you very much for following, bro. Appreciate that.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Approaching 08 right.
Here we go. Right, I'll ask you a question in just a second. This is all manual, boys. Concentration levels are unreal.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Well, boys, that wasn't so bad. Got a good landing of minus 127 feet per minute. I thought that was quite a good landing, actually. Thanks for the stream. I loved it. I really enjoyed the stream.
5,000
I really appreciate
feet
that, bro.
remaining.
I really, really do. It means a lot to me.
Thank you for caution on taxiway. On taxiway.
I think that was a pretty decent landing, boys. What do you all think? I was pretty impressed. I was pretty happy with that one. Flats coming in. Happy days, boy. I thought that was pretty good. Not going until the end, but just said it in case you ended it. Oh, cheers, bro. I appreciate that. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Lovely landing. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. A bit of a floater. Fled slightly too early, but getting there. It's quite. That was all very manual. That was a nice manual approaching as well. Not close, are we? Just a little while to go. I could have gone a little bit further, but that's cool. That wasn't bad. Oh, replays, yes, replays. Love the replays, don't we? Should do it in the good old. There we go. It'd never be this quiet in a real cockpit, in a real cabin. Wrong numbers. Hello, bro. How are you doing, man? Watch how manual this was as well. Bit twitchy. There we go, boys. bad. What do you guys think to that? I thought it was an alright stream. And an alright landing, to be fair, as well. Pleased with that, boys. I'm really pleased. That was a nice landing. Sunset coming into the UK. Very tasty, you know what I'm saying. Oh, I love the sound of the flaps coming up. Look at that. Goes. Wasn't bad, man. Wasn't bad. Anyway, got to go. Lovely hanging out. Have a good one. See ya. See you later, bro. I think I'm gonna head off as well. I'll get off this. Right, boys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and I will catch you all next time. If you are new around here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the little bell for notifications. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you hit the follow button, and I will catch you all next time. Peace.